Good evening, folks, and welcome to Game 2 of our Tuesday night doubleheader. We find ourselves in the state of hockey here in Minnesota at the Target Iceplex as they welcome in the Ottawa Mounties for an international matchup between two teams looking to turn their fortunes around, both kind of scuffling at the moment. Minnesota in their alternate oranges tonight face off against Ottawa in their road whites. We are off and running. Here we go. Minnesota now into the zone. Albrechtsen tried to feed it across, and Breckenridge with the intercept. Breckenridge up to Vico. Vico loses the puck for a second and then regains control. Gets it ahead to Franks. And Breckenridge going to be bodied there and loses the puck out of the zone. And hammered there is Konstantinov. And we will have a fight, but we're not going to be able to see it there. Now we can see some of it. So it looks like Breckenridge is going to go up against Konstantinov. And I believe down goes Breckenridge. I can't exactly see from here. Yes, it looks like Breckenridge goes down. So Konstantinov with the win in the fight. So they'll both take a seat. The two captains go toe-to-toe against one another. Cody now against Sundstrom. Just over a minute into the game as Franks goes down with the injury on the hit from Konstantinov. Steven Armando now flips it in deep. Puck will be grabbed by Bjornsson. Bjornsson up to Cody. Cody now to Albrechtsen. Albrechtsen sticked away, and now Cody with it. Cody across the blue line over to Bure. Bronislav Bure loses the puck, and now Armando will have it. Armando loses the puck and then regains control, flips it in deep. Albrechtsen will pick it up there. Hammered there, and then Bronislav Bure up to Cody. To Bure, glove there by Vandelar. And he will hold right there. Face off now. Rain will go up against Schneider. And Vesla over to Blaha. Blaha now to Sharev. Sharev will flip in, and that puck will go out of play. So our goaltenders tonight, Cameron Vandelar against Eddie Salo. Eddie Salo in a bit of a rough patch here for Minnesota, as is the whole Norse team right now. They continue to struggle, see if they can get things right against the Mounties here tonight, the last place Mounties here in Minnesota tonight. Feels like this is an enormous game for Minnesota, maybe a get-right game. But if they can't get this one here tonight, the alarm bells will start ringing in Minnesota. They believe they had the best team coming into this season. McNaughton loses the puck there, and now they find themselves in fourth place in the America Division, only ahead of Boston at the moment. A regulation win here today would not advance their position at all. They would still be in fourth, but they would at least tighten that grip that Chicago and New York currently have. McNaughton now to the red line. McNaughton across the blue line. He'll continue to carry. McNaughton with it. Hit there by Blaha. Blaha then hammers Tuominen. And McNaughton loses it there. And now Kovac with it. Blaha up ice. Picked up there by McNeil. McNeil to the blue line. McNeil blockered away there. And Dalton will get it up to Tuominen. Tuominen loses it there to McNeil. And now Markov with it. Nico Markov going for a skate. To McNeil. Blocked in front. And Bjornsson to Kovachenko. Now Kovachenko to the red line. He'll enter the zone. Kovachenko loses it for a sec. Oh, and then can't get the shot away. Nershan Kovachenko in a bit of a hot streak. He's about the only one for Minnesota right now that feels like he's playing really, really good hockey. So that top line has struggled as of late. Kovachenko will flip that one in. Puck will rim all the way around where Woodard will pick it up. Watched by Langenberg. Vico cross ice to Blaha. Blaha sticked away. And now Dalton will have it. He'll get it up ice to Kovachenko. 8 minutes gone here in the first. Still scoreless here. Been a lot of up and down, but not a ton of sustained offensive pressure from either side to this point. Kovachenko picked up the puck, then bumped off for a second. Goes cross ice to Langenberg, and it'll come out of the zone. And that will be an offside call on Ottawa. As Milos Kovac heads to the bench, and he will head back to the dressing room. Gavrachuk now against Laflame. And now Laflame wins it back. Laflame will enter the zone. Being watched there by Konstantinov, poked away. Dmitry Konstantinov up ice to Gavrachuk, now to Ramsey. Ramsey across the blue line. To Gavrachuk, denied there. And Vico will be watched there by Konstantinov, and he'll get it up to Belay, up to Laflame. Laflame across the blue line, bumped off the puck. And Nikola get it up to Gavrachuk, who's bumped off the puck there. Cesaro tries to get it in deep, and it'll just cross the blue line. Konstantinov pressed to the boards there against McNevin. Puck will come free, and now Nikola will have it. Henrik Nikola up to Ramsey. Ramsey across the blue line. Flips it to the other side of the ice where Cesaro will have it. Cesaro in front to Ramsey. Shot gets blocked. And then Cody with a chance, and it's blocked away by Vandelar. Good save there. We've crossed the halfway point of this first period here in Minnesota. Sundstrom will flip in. Puck will be picked up by Konstantinov. He'll try to kick it up the boards. Unable to. Cody with it. He'll be pressed there. Puck comes free to Armando in front. Denied there by Salo. And he'll hold right there. Cody now against Schneider. And Sharev able to pick it up. Tried to feed it across. And it'll be picked up by Cody. Up ice to Bure. Bronislav Bure across the red line. Up to Albrechtsen with some room. Albrechtsen against Ladon Slavic. He'll be pressed to the boards by Slavic. Albrechtsen gets free. Bure with a shot. Goes wide of the cage. Change up there. Might have been deflected in front. Poked away there. Puck battled for along the near boards. And now Dalton will have it. Dalton bodied off the puck. Puck loose in the corner. Sharev with it. Nicholas Sharev. Looking to break the puck out, and he'll retreat in his own zone. Give it over to Vesla. Alexander Vesla up ice to Shavikoski. Shavikoski across the blue line. Sticked away for a second. We'll come to the far boards. Schneider with it. Schneider glove by Salo. And he'll hold right there. 6.5 minutes left here in the first. All square. No goals here tonight. Ottawa with all the face-off wins here tonight. 6-0 in favor of the Mounties here. Rain now will face off against McNeil. McNeil with another face-off win for Ottawa. Markov to Slavic. To Knowles. Shot goes high. Hits the top of the glass and comes down. Bjornsson now with the puck. Tries to feed it up ice. Can't. McNeil had an opportunity to Knowles, and it's intercepted. McNaughton now enters the zone. McNaughton tries to swim across there. He'll be bodied off the puck. Knowles with it. Knowles to the red line. Now McNeil. McNeil hammered there. Sikora going to be pressed there by Knowles. Tries to kick it up the boards. Unable to. Bjornsson now to Sikora. Sikora turns it over. Knowles to the front. Blockered away. And now Knowles unable to get it through. Langenberg to Tuominen. Tuominen turns it over. Markov to Knowles. Knowles to the middle to Markov. Down low to Sundstrom. Can't get a shot away. Sundstrom comes a high above the goal line, and now Salo will hold that one. He's able to glove that one against his chest. Gavrachuk against Sundstrom now. And Gavrachuk wins it back. Konstantinov going to be tripped up by McNevin. McNevin with the trip there off the face-off win. So now Minnesota will go on the power play. Rain against Sundstrom here. 4:09 left here in the first. Big opportunity for Minnesota to break the ice here and get the win or get the lead here. Albrechtsen to the middle, unable to get a shot through. Shavikoski will flip that one all the way out. Chris Rain loses the puck there. And Shavikoski will flip it out. So Minnesota unable to get anything set up through the first 40 seconds of this power play. Konstantinov now to Langenberg. Loki Langenberg trying to carry through. He'll get it over to Albrechtsen. Down low to Rain. Can't stuff it through from that sharp angle. So now Rain will face up against Markov. Albrechtsen from the point with a slap shot, and it's blocked in front. Albrechtsen with a big hit. Langenberg to Konstantinov at the point, turns it over there. Sharev, tried to get it ahead to Schneider and couldn't connect. Nikola puts on the brakes, gets to the middle, shot gets blocked, and it will go out of play. 2:46 left here in the first. This power play will start to wind down here on Minnesota. They score! It'll be Bronislav Bure. Off the post and in. And Bronislav Bure off the face-off win by Seraphin Cody. Able to blister it past the netminder, and Bronislav Bure on the power play. Slavic pressed to the boards there, right at the Minnesota bench, and now LaFlame will have it. LaFlame to Vico, shot glove by Salo, and he'll hold right there. 2:17 left here in the first. Minnesota on the board. Cody now against LaFlame, top line against top line. LaFlame wins it back. Slavic goes cross ice to Blaha. Now Vico. And Breckenridge unable to get anything through. Puck loose there. Albrechtsen trying to kick it up the boards. Nikola now with it. Henrik Nikola to Konstantinov. Gets it up to Bure. Bure gets pounded there right at the Ottawa bench. Bure now into the zone. Bure tries to drag through, loses control of the puck, grabs it again at the near boards. Stopped there by Vandelar, and then LaFlame on the puck over to Blaha. Blaha up ice to Vico. Vico across the blue line. Vico sticked away by Konstantinov, gets it up ice to Bure. Bure gets it out. And Bure will flip it to the middle to Breckenridge. Sundstrom now with it. Sundstrom over to Breckenridge. Breckenridge bodied off the puck there. It'll come back to Nikola. Puck loose there. Breckenridge in front. Oh, and denied by Sundstrom. And Salo will jump on top of that and hold right there. Face off here, and Rain wins it to Sikora with just 2 seconds left, so they'll clear the zone, will Minnesota. And that's going to do it for the first period here from the Target Iceplex in Minneapolis. The Minnesota Norse with a 1-0 lead on the power play goal. Bronislav Bure will see it right here off the post and in to beat Vandelar as we take our first intermission. We'll rejoin you for the start of the second period right after this. Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Game 2, Period 2 of our Tuesday night tripleheader. We are here at the Target Iceplex. I am Les Talk, thankful to be with you here. Cody will go up against the Flame top line out here. Minnesota with a 1-0 lead on the power play goal by Bronislav Bure in the first period. Vico tried to slam it on the short side there and can't get it through. The Flame from behind the net goes to the backhand, can't get a shot. Vico then denied there. The Flame in the blue paint. Salo trying to discard him. And now Blaha with it. Blaha and Breckenridge on the one-timer scores. So good pressure here from the Mounties. And it pays off. Alan Breckenridge set up by Blaha and Vico in the first minute here, the second period. Gives the Mounties their first goal of the game, and we are even here at 1. Armando now across the line. Armando with a slap shot goes wide. Konstantinov on the puck. Takes it free to Bure. Puck is still loose there. Konstantinov now to Albrechtsen. Bronislav Bure. And Blaha loses the puck there. Bure now behind the net. Albrechtsen glove by Vandelar. And he'll hold right there. 17:41 left here in the second. Rain now against Schneider. Face off won by Rain. Konstantinov to McNaughton. McNaughton on the backhand off target. And Blaha gets it up ice to Vesla. Vesla to the red line and in. Nikola gets to Tuminen. And now Tuminen across the blue line loses the puck. Chris Rain with it. Rain glove by Vandelar and he'll hold right there. Rain now against Schneider. Slavic turns it over and now McNaughton. Putted off the puck there. McNaughton to the middle. Rain. Oh, can't jam it through. And then they score. It'll be Avari Tuminen. Who's been playing much better hockey. A lot more goal scoring than he had in the first 15 games of the season. That one going to be set up by Rain and McNaughton. So this second line able to capitalize and come through with the goal here tonight to make it a 2-1 game. Blaha with the puck up to Vesla. Vesla will flip in. Henrik Nikola press to the boards there. He'll kick it free. Comes all the way around and Konstantinov will have it. Gets it up ice to Gavrilchuk. Now to Langenberg. Low-key Langenberg through. Bodied off the puck. Slavic with it. Turned over. Kovachenko now to Langenberg. Can't get a shot through and Blaha will take it. Get it up to Sharev. Nicholas Sharev retreats. Gets it over to Blaha. Blaha goes cross ice to Schneider. And back to Vesla. Blaha now with it. Entering the zone for Ottawa. Knocked off there by Konstantinov. Langenberg will have it. Langenberg to Konstantinov. Konstantinov to Kovachenko. Ersan Kovachenko puts on the brakes. Tries to get it to the middle and Breckenridge going to be tripped up there. LaFlame stopped there. Vico still with it. Ottawa with the extra attacker out there now. Breckenridge shot gets blocked and Langenberg will hold that one. That's Petya Gavrilchuk going to be guilty of the trip on the play. LaFlame now against Rain. LaFlame wins it back. Vico to Breckenridge denied there. And now Bjornsson gets it up to Albrechtsen. And Albrechtsen continues with it. Loses the puck there. Vico now to Breckenridge. Breckenridge sticked away. Puck is loose there in the neutral zone. And Vico now going to be pressed up against the penalty box there by Albrechtsen. Puck comes free to McNevin. Goes cross ice and Rain intercepts. Chris Rain to Albrechtsen. Albrechtsen across the blue line. Slap shot glove by Vandelar. And he will not get rid of it quick enough. They will blow the whistle. Kovachenko now against Sundstrom here in the Ottawa zone. Tied up. And Schneider with it. Schneider, a little over a minute left here on the power play. Konstantinov with a takeaway. And flips it deep to get the clear. Puck will be flipped out once again by Minnesota. And that'll get another clear. Sundstrom now with just 18 seconds left here on the power play. Flips it in deep as they would have been offside. Armando, and then bodied there. Konstantinov takes it away. 3-on-1 here for Minnesota. Konstantinov puts on the brakes, gets it back to the point to Gavrikov. Oh, and he puts it just high. Sundstrom now to the red line and in. Puck runs all the way around where Konstantinov will get it. Picks it up ice to Cesaro. Puck will come on net, and Salo will hold that one. 11:05 left here in the second. 2-1 Minnesota. Ottawa got it back to one apiece, and then Minnesota, with the goal from Ivari Tuominen, regained their one-goal lead. So we are here in the second period. Armando to McNevin. Shot goes wide. Might have been kicked away by Salo. McNevin now to the middle. Oh, and a good stop there. McNaughton and LaFlame battle there. LaFlame to the middle. Kicked out. Oh, and then another stop. Armando stopped by LaFlame. McNevin gets bodied there. Ottawa with some good pressure. See if they can capitalize. McNaughton now with it. McNaughton across the blue line. Bodied there by Slavic. Slavic now will carry away, get it to Shavkovsky. Shavkovsky to Armando. Armando will flip in. First one on it is Konstantinov. He'll look to advance up ice. He'll turn back, get it over to Sikora. Tuominen now up ice, gets it to Rain. Rain across the blue line, just onside with McNaughton. And then Breckenridge takes it away. Puck comes on net. Bodied there. Breckenridge then loses it. McNaughton able to get it into the zone. Oh, and then sticked away. Good stick there by Breckenridge. Breckenridge turns back, gets to the point to Markov. Back to Woodard. Woodard with a shot stop there by Salo, and he will hold right there. Cody now against McNeil. McNeil wins it back. Woodard with it. He's going to be slashed there by Bure. Knowles stopped there and touched by Bjornsson. So Bure going to be guilty of the slash here. So easy call off the face-off win by Ottawa. Face-off now. Gavrikov against Sundstrom. Ottawa with a big opportunity here. Slap shot doesn't get through. And then shot goes wide. Shavkovsky. Sundstrom. Shavkovsky. Schneider. Back to Shavkovsky. And Salo will hold that one. Puck will be flipped out after the faceoff win by Minnesota. Slavic up ice to Schneider. Schneider across the red line. Kicked out there. Gavrikov now with it. Gavrikov will backhand that one out. Puck will skip all the way down and hit the inboards. Force Ottawa to get back into the zone. Sundstrom now. Up ice to Armando. Armando to the middle, and he's bodied off the puck. Gavrikov will loop behind his own net and be able to flip that puck out. Slavic over to Blaha. Blaha shot kicked out there. Vico to the point, down to Woodard. Vico, glove by Salo, and he will hold that one. 5:50 left here. Ottawa with some good pressure here. And Bjornsson with a big hit on Luke Schneider, who finally got to his skates and got off the ice as Minnesota was able to clear that puck. He does head back to the dressing room there. Kovachenko now against the Flame. LaFlame with 15 seconds here on the power play. LaFlame to the middle, stopped there by Salo, now to the front, and Salo again able to stop that short side shot. Kovachenko now against LaFlame. Kovachenko wins it. Konstantinov to Vico, now double A. As the power play comes to an end for Ottawa. McNevin into the zone, loses it there. They'll stay in the zone. McNevin down low to LaFlame. Up high to Sharev. Sharev bodied off the puck by Bure, and Albrechtsen will take it, get it to Kovachenko. Kovachenko loses the puck for a second. Now looks to enter the zone. To McNeil. McNeil across the line, loses the puck there. Bure now with it. Branislav Bure looks to get it up ice, gets it to Cody. Cody across the red line, enters his own, body there by Blaha, big hit. Bure tried to flip it to the middle of the Sikora, and Blaha with the intercept. Vesla will flip in. 3.5 left here in the second. Sikora pressed there by McNeil. Comes up the boards. They'll continue to dig away at it. Minnesota able to clear. Now Slavic up to Vesla. Vesla hammered there by Albrechtsen. Sharev, shot goes wide. Ends up at the back of the net, and Salo will jump on that and hold right there. So another big hit as Nershan Kovachenko slow to get up. And he will head back to the dressing room. So we've had about 4 injuries here tonight. Might just be the last team standing at this point that can win the game here tonight. Nikola to Tumanen. Tumanen from the blue line, flips it in. Delay going to be tripped up there, so another penalty coming up here on Minnesota as McNaughton skates in to touch it. So with 2:22 left here in the second period, McNaughton now will head to the box. Guilty of a trip. Sundstrom now against Gavelchuk, wins back. Sundstrom to the front to Armando, he scores on the power play. Steven Armando very quickly. On the power play set up by Sundstrom. Rain now against Sundstrom as Ottawa gets it back to a 2-2 game. Here as we near the end of the second period. Tumanen loses the puck there now, and Sundstrom will go on the attack. Sundstrom will flip in. Puck runs all the way around where Sikora will have it. Gets it up to Rain, now to Bjornsson. Bjornsson to McNaughton. McNaughton over to Tumanen. Shot stopped in front. Shavakowski now up to McNevin. McNevin across the blue line over to Sundstrom. Sticked away, McNaughton on it. McNaughton looking to break out, gets it up to Tumanen. Tumanen across the blue line. Will continue to carry, loses the puck there. And a penalty coming up here on Tumanen. So another Minnesota power play, or penalty, excuse me. This Ottawa will continue to hold the puck, and now finally will be touched up there. So a slashing call on Avari Tumanen. Face-off won by Ottawa. Vico off the post. Oh, great opportunity there. And then LaFlame's going to be guilty of the trip. So LaFlame guilty of the trip there. Right there. So we will head to 4-on-4 play for the rest of the period and for the first bit of the third. So we only have under 20 seconds now. Bure walks down the boards. Bure to the front. He scores! Not sure how he tucked that one through, but Bronislav Bure with a goal here with 9 seconds left here in the second to give Minnesota the lead back. So their third one-goal lead of the night for Minnesota. Konstantinov across the blue line, 5 seconds left. Turns it over to Breckenridge. Cody outside the zone. Konstantinov in, tried to get a shot away, and that will end. So we'll have a minute 35 of 4-on-4 time to start the period. As Minnesota on this Bronislav Bure goal right here. Oh, he just flipped it right over Vandelar. Sends us to the second intermission with Minnesota leading 3-2 here from the Target Iceplex in Minneapolis. We'll be right back after this quick break. All right, welcome back. We are here ready for the third period. We'll start with some 4-on-4 play as Cody will go up against Sundstrom here. Blaha at his own blue line now gets it up ice to Sundstrom. Sundstrom loses it there to Bjornsson, up ice to Bure. Bure with 2 goals already in the game, looking for a hat trick here tonight. Bure in, shot stopped there by Vandelar, and he will just get a glove on that and hold right there. Face off now. Cody against Sundstrom again. Bure to Cody. Cody going to be knocked down. Bure to the point to Konstantinov. Konstantinov flips it down low into the corner where Breckenridge will pick it up. Slavic now with it. Konstantinov slow to get back to his skates. And now he's back up. Blaha leading the rush. Kazimir Blaha with a shot. Oh, and he just put it wide. Bronislav Bure kicks it up the boards. Sundstrom back to the point to Blaha. He'll skate down with a lot of room. Blaha blockered away by Salo. Puck is loose and Bjornsson will have it. Thomas Bjornsson. It'll be flipped into the zone as the Minnesota quick little power play comes to an end there. Konstantinov now up to Tuominen. Tuominen across the blue line. Loses the puck there. Sundstrom. Sundstrom will flip in. Puck will rim all the way around. Bjornsson to Rain. Chris Rain now with it. Turns up to Langenberg. Unable to get a shot through. Breckenridge still with the puck. To Vico. To Vesla. Alexander Vesla loses the puck there to Nikola. Woodard to Breckenridge. Breckenridge loses the puck there. And Chris Rain will have it. Gets it up ice to Bjornsson. Albrechtsen across the blue line. Albrechtsen with some room. Can't get it through. Rain with a chance. Shot gets blocked and Vandelar will hold it right there. 15:52 left here in the third. 3-2 lead for the Norse here at home against the Ottawa Mounties. Rain now against McNeil. Rain able to win it back. Ramakers to Dalton. And now Tuominen. Tuominen behind the net. Tried to get to Rain, but it was off target. Ramakers down low to Rain. Rain will rotate back up. And now McNaughton to Rain in the slot shot. Doesn't get through. Oh, and then off the post there was McNaughton. Ramakers to Dalton. And then turned over there. Beck Knowles skates out of the zone for Ottawa. Ottawa into the zone with Knowles. Knowles sticked away by Dalton. And then Ramakers over to Gavrikchuk. Gavrikchuk loses the puck. Markov now down to Knowles. Can't get a shot through. McNaughton will pick it up. McNaughton up ice to Gavrikchuk. Gavrikchuk tried to feed it through, and Woodard intercepts. Woodard kicks it back, and now Tuominen with it. Tuominen to the front. Oh, and Gavrikchuk couldn't feed it over to Cesaro. Nico Markov crossed the blue line. Puck is still loose behind the Minnesota goal, and now Cesaro will have it. 7 minutes gone here in the third. Ramsey looking to get the insurance marker here, and Cesaro goes off the post. Puck sent in, Sikora will have it. Sikora goes over to Cesaro. Cesaro up to Gavrikchuk, and Gavrikchuk hammered there. Joachim Sundstrom. McNevin to Armando, loses the puck there. And Sharev will have it. Sharev loses the puck there, and now McNevin with it. McNevin flips in. Cody there, watched by Slavic, loses the puck there. And now Bure will have it. Bure to the middle. Puck comes on net, and Vandelar will hold there. Slavic to Vesla. Vesla loses the puck, and now Bure with it. Bure enters the zone. Bure bodied off the puck, and Slavic has it. McNeil across the blue line, bodied there by Sikora. Ramsey able to come back and get it. Cody now with it up to Langenberg. Langenberg will flip in, and that puck will go out of play. 9:39 left here in the final period. Ottawa and Minnesota in a battle here at the Target Iceplex in Minneapolis. Bjornsson now to Ramsey. Ramsey with the puck to Gavrikchuk. Gavrikchuk turns it back. Ramsey with a shot gloved away. Breckenridge with the puck. Gets it up to Bjornsson, turns it over. And Salo will hold there. And we will have a fight here. Sikora. Breckenridge is going to decide to tilt again. So continue to battle here. Sikora and Breckenridge just in front of Salo there, and Breckenridge sends Sikora to the ice. So Breckenridge didn't come up with the win the first time against Konstantinov, gets the win here against Sikora. So the teammates show their appreciation. Both players will sit now for what will be the most of the rest of the game, a majority of it. Chris Rain and Marco LaFlame there. And it'll be won by Armando. Armando down low, blockered away by Salo. LaFlame to Slavic. Armando stopped there. And now Rain trying to clear it. LaFlame up to Slavic. Down to McNevin, blocked away, and Dalton will have it. Dalton gets to the red line, now to Bjornsson, up to McNaughton. McNaughton blockered away there by Vandelar. Rain behind the net. Chris Rain. Oh, and the pass goes off target again. Minnesota has had a tough time connecting with their passes here tonight. LaFlame picks up the puck, being bodied there by Bjornsson. McNevin now behind the net to Armando. Armando behind the net. LaFlame scores! What a play there by Bobby McNevin. And the poor pass sent it all the way down, and LaFlame able to beat everyone down there. That possession then leads to a goal for Ottawa to make it a 3-3 game here. Just over 7 minutes left here in the third. A big game for both of these teams. Ottawa looking to see if they can finally get to the double digits for points. They would need just a single point here tonight. Minnesota, this has felt like a get-right game for them as they've been struggling lately. Have a home game against a struggling Ottawa Mounties team, and they have not played well here tonight. Still have a chance to win the game here, though, as they were tied 3-3. McNaughton, backhand, stopped by Vandelar, and he'll hold right there. 6:06 left here in the third. Minnesota currently sitting 5 points back of New York for the third place spot and 6 back of Chicago for the second place spot in the division. Ramsey with a shot doesn't get through, and now Slavic will have it. Slavic, shot knocked away, and it'll come to the side of the cage where Salo will hold it right there. Face off here, Gavrilchuk against McNeil. Gavrilchuk wins it back. Nikola up ice to Langenberg. Langenberg to the red line. Continues to carry. Pauses, gets it over to Gavrilchuk, loses the puck. Nikola with a shot. He scores! So to the rescue comes Henrik Nikola. Able to pick his corner there and fires it. Gavrilchuk and Langenberg going to get the assists on the play. Henrik Nikola, the big defenseman, able to blister it past Vandelar. So just over 5 minutes left here in the third. Back to Minnesota, their fourth lead of the game. See if Ottawa can respond and get it back to square. Ramsey with the puck now. Retreats in his own zone. Knocked off the puck by Sundstrom to the point to Shabakovsky. Shabakovsky keeps it in the zone. McNevin down low, can't get a shot away. And now Sundstrom. Sundstrom with a shot, gets blocked before it can get on net. Puck will come to the near side corner. Sundstrom back with it. Armando now has it. Armando kicked out by Salo. McNevin at the point loses the puck there to Ramsey. Albrechtsen will have it. Albrechtsen to the blue line, loses the puck there, and now Sundstrom with it. Goes across to Shabakovsky to Armando. Armando sticked away there, and now Bure will have it up to Albrechtsen. Albrechtsen across the blue line, loses it there to Blaha. Blaha now to Sharev. Sharev will flip it in. Konstantinov with it. Under 3 minutes now left here in the third. Ottawa needing one more to get it equalized. They've done that 3 times so far tonight. And a penalty here, so Bronislav Bure going to be guilty of a trip. 2:25 left here in the third. Big opportunity now for the Mounties. They will basically close out this game on the power play. See if we can get things back to even here against the Norse. Sikora now with it. He'll be able to clear that one. So first big clear for Minnesota. Breckenridge to McNevin. McNevin across the blue line. Puts on the brakes. Gets it to Laflame behind the net. Laflame up front to Belay. Denied there. Sikora tried to clear. And now Rain will be able to clear that one. Belay with it at the end boards. Turns back, McNevin to Blaha, to Laflame. Laflame to the middle, loses the puck. Sikora now to Tuminen. Tuminen able to clear that one. Puck will be sent all the way down, picked up by Blaha. He's pressed to the boards there by Rain, but Laflame picks it out. And McNevin will, and that shot might have just nicked off the iron there. With a little over a minute now left here in the third. Laflame. Now under a minute. McNevin denied there by Salo. Puck is behind the net. Dalton will pick it up. Puck loose there. McNevin able to kick it free to Laflame. Blaha. Then to Breckenridge. Breckenridge to the point to Belay. Slap shot goes wide. It'll come back in front of the goal line, and Salo will hold there. McNaughton now against Sundstrom. 47 seconds left here in the third. Nikola able to clear that one. As we are without a netminder for the Ottawa Mounties. Breckenridge over to Armando. Armando bumped off there. Sharev to Armando. He scores! So with the extra attacker on, Ottawa nails it right past Eddie Sallow. So we are all square 4 apiece with just 29 seconds left here. We've seen some crazy things, Minnesota losing these games. So be careful here. Konstantinov with the body there on Breckenridge. Albrechtsen to Konstantinov. Now up ice to Bure, excuse me. Bure now up ice to Albrechtsen. Up to Cody. Last chance here for Minnesota. Cody with a shot, gloved away by Vandelar. Now Bure with it behind the net. 6 seconds left. Puck is loose there in the high slot. LaFlame to Armando, and that will clear it. So we will have overtime here tonight. So both teams are going to pick up a point here tonight. And now we'll see which team can come away with that second point. So we will head to the menu and just send you right back out to Minnesota for the overtime period. So here we go, Minnesota and Ottawa. LaFlame will face off against Cody. 3-on-3 hockey here for that extra point here tonight. Both teams come away with the point, so Ottawa will be at double digits now. See if they can jump up to 11. Minnesota, they needed points here. They will get at least one. They would have liked to have come away with 3. That late goal going to be frustrating for Minnesota to look back on. And now Cody, but with a chance here, Bure for the hat trick. He scores and does it. So Bronislav Bure finishes things here tonight and gets the hat trick for his team. A big win, a big 2 points for the Minnesota Norse here tonight. That'll be their first overtime win of the season for the Norse. They were 0-2 before tonight. Ottawa will continue their winless stretch of overtime play as they go 0-4 now on the season. So they salute their fans, thank them for coming out. It's a big win for Minnesota to get back on the right side of things. As they now try to catch back up to New York, they'll be 3 points back with this result tonight. So just a single win away from catching back up to New York in the standings. So thank you for joining us. We'll be right here with our post-game coverage. Actually, we're just going to go right to it right now. So we take a look at the stats you have here in front of you. Ottawa losing 5-4 here in overtime to the homestanding Minnesota Norse. So Minnesota with a much-needed win. Ottawa still trying to just get things rolling this season as they fall further and further behind the rest of the Canada Division and the rest of the league right now. Take a look at the team stats you have in front of you. Ottawa with 34 shots to Minnesota's 19. So Minnesota distinctly outshot here tonight, but did not matter as Minnesota able to pick up the 2 points here tonight. Ottawa comes away with 31 hits to Minnesota's 38. Faceoffs in favor of Ottawa as well, 25-21. Ottawa with 2 power play goals. They go 2 of 5 here tonight, and Minnesota 1 of 2, with Bure getting the lone power play goal for the Norse here tonight. Take a look at the team stats here. Start with the Norse. Bronislav Bure with 3 points, all on 3 goals here. Serafin Cody with 2 assists, setting up those Bure goals, and then single points. We have Nikola with a goal and Tuominen with a goal, and then assists to Konstantinov, Bjornsson, McNaughton, Rain, Gavelchuk, Langenberg. So no points here for Sikora, Kovac, Albrechtsen, Kovachenko, who went down with an injury, Chazaro, Ramakers, Ramsey, and Dalton. Kovac also with an injury as well. And so our shots leaders here, Bure with 6, and needed that to get the 3. McNaughton then with 3, and then a host of Norse with 2 as well. And then our hits leaders, we have Nikola at 8, Bjornsson with 8, and then Konstantinov with 7. Rain and Albrechtsen behind with 4. And then the goaltending, Eddie Sallow gave up a late goal, still comes away with the overtime win here, as he had 34 shots against, comes up with 30 saves here tonight for an .882 save percentage. The Ottawa Mounties now, Stephen Armando with another good game here. Comes away with 2 goals and an assist. for 3 points on 7 shots here tonight. Breckenridge with a goal and LaFlame also with a goal. Assists going to Sundstrom, Blaha, Vico, McNevin, Sharev, and Knowles. Slavic, Frank, Shabakowski, Vesla, Markov, Schneider, Woodard, McNeil, and Belay unable to come up with a point here tonight. Franks went down early with an injury as well. Take a look at our shots leaders. I see Armando with 7. I believe that's going to be the leader. It is. LaFlame with 6 and Vico with 6, and then Sundstrom with 4 as well. Our hits leaders for Ottawa, Slavic comes away with 11 here, so Blaha not the leader tonight. Bit of a surprise there. Blaha with 8 and Breckenridge with 4 as well. Goaltending, Vandelar faced 19 shots, only saved 14 of them. So a very frustrating start for Vandelar. Wasn't tested a ton and got beat a ton to come up with a .737 save percentage. So another Ottawa struggle in net here tonight. Take a peek at the goals here tonight. Not going to show the first period. Second period, so we did alternate all 9 goals. It went Minnesota, Ottawa, Minnesota, Ottawa, Minnesota, Ottawa the whole way through. So the Breckenridge goal to get things tied at 1. The first goal for Ottawa tonight, the one-timer by Breckenridge, right over the glove hand there of Salo to beat the defender. And then Avari Tuominen with this little one-timer from behind the net. Good play here by Rain, just sort of looping. Finds Tuominen, and then a one-timer over the glove of Vandelar. Armando with his first goal of the night here in front. Sundstrom digs it out from the boards, and then Armando able to beat to that far post. And then the Bure goal where he gets it in tight and just sort of flips it right here, right up over the top and roofs it past Vandelar for a great goal there by Bronislav Bure. Henrik Nikola able to pick his spot on this shot. Right over the glove, hits that corner. Looked like it might be the game winner with just 5 minutes left. But Steven Armando with 29 seconds left drags to the middle, gets to that right wing side, and then fires it over the blocker of Eddie Salo to beat the netminder. And then the game winner here tonight, a minute into overtime. Bure on a bit of a mini break on the backhand just flips it up over Cameron Vandelar for the hat trick here tonight and gets the win here for Minnesota. So that's going to do it for our coverage here for Minnesota. Again, our final game coming up tonight in Detroit. The Boston Yachts will be in Detroit as Detroit looks to extend their lead for the America Division, and Boston looks to try to catch up to the rest of the America Division as they sit in last place. So I am Les Talk. Thank you so much for joining us here from Minnesota. We will send you out to Detroit. Coming up next, the Yachts and the Trappers.